you want to do a certain amount of development, you have to find, it requires new water use. In the county, over our groundwater basin, you have to find a way to offset that water use. And that's a requirement of the county's offset ordinance, which is part of their land use function. The offset ordinance, the way it was written, is supposed to sunset when the groundwater sustainability plan is approved. So the GSP is supposed to sort of take the place of that, to provide a pathway for sustainability that we won't have land use, we won't have the ability to enforce any kind of land use as a GSP. That's, Sigma doesn't allow that or doesn't provide for that. So we have to get there through another way other than land use restrictions. And those are all details still to be worked out. They really won't be, the details won't be worked out as part of this plan, just the overall objectives and goals will be established as part of the plan. And then we'll have to figure out the details of how we want to get there.
Okay, that helps a lot. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna ask to sit here, please.
That's fine.
My name is Richard Smith at 9560 River Road. I got a map from the county that shows an overdraft on the east side, that big red blob. And I'm going, okay. Yeah, are we giving the correct figures to the county over this overdraft and possibly affect our sustainability for our area?
Want me to answer that question? Sure. So I actually just saw that figure last night for the first time. Mr. Gilby showed it to me, and I had not seen that before. That area is not the actual well level data. The county, we collect our own well level measurements, but the county comes in twice a year and does it as part of an overall basin-wide water level measurement program that they have. The well data that I've looked at doesn't really indicate that we have an area of depression in that red spot. So I am going to go to the county. I didn't get a chance today, but last night was the first time I'd seen that. I'm going to go to the county today, or go to the county, not today, but I'm going to go to the county and see if I can understand where even that comes from, because the data that I've seen doesn't support the existence of that red dot. So
Our planning department in the county kingdom down there in San Luis Obispo has got their proverbial head stuck up somebody's. You don't quote me either.
I stopped typing.
But the whole deal is, in talking with another rancher on this big block on our map, I'm going, and then talking with staff people here and asking how our wells are doing. Our wells are doing fairly well. But to see this come out in print through the planning department, I'm going, who's fighting whom? And are we gonna get recognized, or are we gonna get shelved at the end of the day under a bunch of paperwork it's gonna forget San Miguel like they have forever? We are in the end of the money and everything else. The sustainability, I used to sit on the board here. I've listened to questions, I've listened to answers, I listened to comments, and I've been chewed out with rather abruptly on several items, but we tried to present the positive attitude of the board for the community at large, even though sometimes our hands are tied. The board, your hands are tied on what you do, what you say, and where you go. Now, this sustainability deal, I went through here, I don't know, 6-9 months ago, and read the sustainability format from Paso Robles City. And I looked at the figures and at the lawyers they were having read this stuff, and the bills that the these attorneys were sending to Paso Robles. And I'm going, good night. They're asking everybody in the sun that works between here and up in Monterey to review this and charging Paso Robles enormous amounts of money. Is this what the state is mandating them to do? And is it affecting us? Are we gonna have to go get attorneys to tell us what to do?
Well, as far as the groundwater sustainability plan, that is a requirement of the state under SGMA, the state groundwater law. That's what we've been working on for the last over a year now.
Yeah.
It is very expensive. The district has spent quite a bit of money on it. Some of that money is gonna be reimbursed. We did get a $1.5 million grant from the state to cover the cost of the preparation of that plan. And we're working in collaboration with the city of Paso Robles, the county, and the San Juan Water District. Yes, it is very expensive. The plan itself is a requirement because we are a GSA. And as far as lawyers reviewing it, that hasn't, at least from our perspective, that hasn't really, there hasn't been a lot of that so far, at least with the plan, the draft plan that's been developed. I'm not sure, I really don't anticipate that that's gonna happen.
Well, my concern is we're a small community. We're not a rich community. We've got a lot of the people, they're all working people in this small community, or retirees like myself. But the whole thing is coming down with this stuff here, putting it on the backs of landowners, et cetera, up here, it is, just baffles me what Sacramento keeps trying to do.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
Okay,
thank you.
is there any other public comment? Okay, back to board. For a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Alaba. Rick Falbox.
Yes.
Rick Parent.
Yes.
Rick Sangster.
Yes.
President Green.
Yes.
Passes 4-0 with 1 absent.
Item 3, consider approval of proposal for supplemental funding from Monterey and Associates, Montgomery and Associates for unplanned scope of work associated with the preparation of the groundwater sustainability plan for Basin 3-004-06 Salinas Valley, Paso Robles area.
So this is one I was not looking forward to bringing to you guys.
You have 4 minutes.
Okay, basically, they started out asking for $137,000. The cooperative committee staff pushed back really hard. We said, no, most of the things you're trying to do should end in the original scope. We did finally, as a group, agree that there were a few things that the GSAs had asked for that probably could not have been anticipated when the original scope was put together. It ends up being about $17,900 worth of work. Our part's around a little over $600. I feel like it is justified. I feel like it's something that they couldn't have reasonably anticipated. I think it's important that we get that additional work done, so I'm recommending that we agree to the supplemental request.
And our portion is
646.
646.
Yeah, 646.
And 80 cents.
Thank you. Is there any board comments or questions?
I'd like to thank Blaine and all the collective staff for whittling that down, because I think that firm was thinking that they were gonna waltz in and get another 140 grand, and if it wasn't for your efforts, then I know it's grant money, but still, the principle.
Yep,
Absolutely.
I appreciate that as well. Being fiscally responsible in the repairs, these invoices came through that were obviously not very fiscally responsible, so I'm glad that that's turned around. Minding the P's and Q's, if you will,
Yep.
and I'm willing to obviously listen to reason, so I appreciate your efforts as well.
Is there any public comment? Okay, back to board. Is there a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
Sangster, was that you?
Yes.
Director Parent,
Yes.
Director Sangster,
Yes.
Director Palafox,
Yes.
President Green.
Yes.
Passes 4-0, 1 absent.
Is there any board comments?
I'd just like to reiterate that this is the final draft. It's, the public comment section is, gonna be taking place here pretty soon, so, take some time to read it, take some time to comment on the county portal. It's available.
It's on our website too.
Comments
The
to
link.
Blaine?
Yeah. So the current final draft is,
It'll be out, it's not out quite yet, it'll be out August, I think it's
21st. No, that's the meeting. It is the 14th of September is the comment period, September 29th, I think. Yeah, 14th through the 29th, public comment.
so yeah.
14th to the 29th?
And the next meeting will be the 21st for the basic cooperative committee,
August 21st?
August 21st,
Okay.
So the plan will be out for.
the 14th.
the 14th.
And public comment section will be open until the 29th of September.
And that's not September, the comment period is August?
29th of September. It's a 45-day comment period.
Oh, from August to September, okay.
We
This meeting's adjourned.